Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Monica and I am from J2 class. In this course, academic speaking class, my lecturer asked me to make a public speaking about academic speaking in modern era. So, before I explain about or I make a public speaking about academic speaking in modern era, I will make a speech about the importance of reading habit. Why? Because I think from the reading habit we can speaking well. I think like that. So I will start it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning all. Excellency, Mr. Muhammad Chandra, as a lecturer of academic speaking class and the happy audience, all my friends. Dear ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let's praise to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessing, we are able to attend this English speech. Under the title is The Importance of Reading Habit. Ladies and gentlemen, how to become a good and clever student in this era? In the globalization era, with the modern technology, as we know, many students are influenced by the situation of their environment. For instance, many students spend their time by watching television all evening or doing PlayStation's game or etc. Because of that, they forget everything. They become lazy to study, to do their homework, even to read some books. As the result of the laziness is stupidity. There are still many students in Indonesia who stay in stupidity. So, how to protect this problem and how to overcome the stupidity? The suitable answer is by reading. Reading habit is very important for everyone. Actually, this habit had ever told since more than 15 centuries ago. On the first verse that was accepted by Allah Messenger Muhammad SAW said, Iqra bismi rabbika ladzi khalaq. That means, recite on the name of Allah, great creator. Actually, this verse could animate all people in the world to be clever. But why? Why there are still many students who stay in stupidity? Is this the fault of our education system? Did you believe it? I don't think so. It's not about our education system, but it's our own fault because we don't use to ourselves to read from early. In the past, we learn about letter by letter, word by word, and then sentences. But we never practice our ability to read French books or others. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the famous person like our first president, Bung Karno? He could make a very good speech. He could write many books. He knew the histories of other countries. Do you think that he made a speech with wrote all of his writing without reading before? He is a man who spent most of his time for reading. Do you know the famous writers like Hamka, Marah Rusli, Sultan Takdir? Ali Shahbana, or others. They are men who like to read before starting to write their novels. And do you know the famous preacher today like Nur Cahyo, Ust I mean almarhum Ustadz Japri Al-Bukhari and the others? They also always spend their time for reading, either science book or religion books, Quran. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want to be good and clever students or successful students, we must prepare ourselves by reading from early. But not only about reading, we will next to speaking. How to make ourselves confident to speaking. I suggest you to make a debate or discussion with your friends in the class or in the group, in a big group or a small group. Debate or discussion is one of the ways to improve our speaking. In debate, we must be active in speaking, listening, and thinking. There are some tips to how debate well and fluently. The first tip is theme or topic. We must understand and master the topic that we discuss. Remember, thinking before speaking is better than thinking after speaking. The second is voice. Our voice must be clear. Try to make all of the listeners listen to our voice. And the next is vocabularies. If we have many vocabularies, we will be able to speak English more fluently. And next, pronunciation. If our pronunciation is wrong, the listeners will get misunderstanding. And intonation. It's important. You must be sure with your intonation, statement or questions. And then, grammar and structure. It is very necessary to use good grammar and structure in order to make clear the point. And attitude or behavior. We must respect one another. Feel free. Don't be uh, I mean don't be burdened, and remember, free but polite. Then, effective argumentation. Our arguments should be effective. Don't go so far from the point or topic that we discuss. Don't beat about the bush. Then, of course, spirit. Don't be lazy in discussing. Be more active and creative in expressing our idea. And the last is bravery. Don't be afraid of expressing our idea. Don't be shy to face your friends or stand in front of audience. So guys, I think that's all. Last but not least, if there is some mistakes, I beg your pardon. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.